Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another episode of What's Next for Women podcast. How are you all doing out there? I hope you guys are staying warm. I have another powerhouse guest, and guess what? She's doing amazing work. But before we bring her on, I want to first and foremost welcome you all to another episode of What's Next podcast. What's Next for Women podcast. Sorry. So guess who I have with me? Vision Maid. She's here. So if you're looking to get one of these, she is amazing. She's empowering. Look, she even has some inspirational words when you need that pick me up. You know, we always need that pick me up. We have power words. Did you guys catch this week's power word? If not, Go back in the feed and check it out. If you need the power work for this week, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will do that. Then, furthermore, so you see, we have a new sponsor for tonight's show. We have several, first of all, but this first half of the show is sponsored by Good Girl Award. And actually, you'll get to hear the founder of this amazing award and how it came about. So grab your pen and paper. I have Vision made, so she's ready for us. Grab your drink and your snacks. Grab your girlfriend and girlfriends, and let's bring on our amazing guests. Hey, lady.
Hello, hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here tonight.
Yes, I'm so happy for you to be here. How you doing today?
I'm good. I had an extraordinary day.
Yes, that's great, great. Well, tell everybody a little bit about tell them a little bit about you, and then we'll talk about the award and everything.
Well, my name is Beverly Robinson, and I'm the founder of the Good Girl Project Incorporated, and also I am the founder of Tie to Success, which is a nonprofit, a 501(c) for young people. And so, what I do is I empower women and young girls through the Good Girl Project through coaching, through beauty coaching, through some business development, branding, fashion, mentoring, and counseling.
Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. So we so appreciate you for coming. So everybody, if anyone has any questions, please drop them in the feed so I can relay them to Beverly. And also, you all know it's Win Wednesday. So we have our wins, but before we tell ours, we want to hear yours. So drop in the feed so we can give you a shout out. You know, I love you to praise you guys and all because we have to support each other to get us to our what's next. So let's talk about the Good Girl Project. How did you even come about creating the Good Girl Project?
Well, it was in 2013. I had recently lost my job. I was working for a a residential facility working with youth. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, who is now 20, she was 13 at the time, entering into middle school. And she had experienced bullying. She was unsure of herself. And we kind of did I did like something similar to a bar mitzvah, but so what we did was I had a lot of my close friends and family come, and they all gave her pearls, which were pearls of wisdom, but they literally gave her pearl earrings, a string of pearl necklace, a bracelet, and all of them were able to speak into her life. And so after that, that's how Good Girl Project emerged. And it was initially just to mentor young female adolescents. And then in 2017, 2018, it emerged, and because I naturally would have women come and I would talk to them and they would say, well, will you mentor me? And I would be like, sure. And so I started doing it. I have a love for it. I've worked in the mentoring field for quite some time. And so it caused me to change what I started out just doing voluntarily and mentoring to turn it into a consulting firm.
It is an amazing firm. So how did you, as you had built it, which is an amazing project, when we so need it because we need to empower our young girls, which then makes them into an amazing woman. But going back to the young girl, empowering young girls, how did it, now that you've done this and you have created this amazing project, if someone wanted to get their daughter involved in it, can they? And if so, how do they?
They will reach out to me on my website, which is www.goodgirlproject.org, and they can send me a message and I'll follow up with them saying, hey, I'm interested in my daughter being mentored. How can, and we'll start that process. Generally, I mentor the young lady, but I do work with other leaders in the community that I can connect with to see if they might mentor them, especially if it's in an area that I'm not familiar with. I kind of link young people to resources and people through social capital to help them to be successful. And that's where Tie to Success comes in.
I love that. I so love that. So then, as we move forward into, I'm so excited about the project. I have told everybody. So I've told my mom. I've told her all about it.
Thank you.
So hope she's hopefully, she I had to teach her how to get a podcast and she was like, I don't get it. I'm like, okay, well, I'll get you later and you'll be able to listen to it. But tell everybody, how did you even come about the Good Girl Award? That's an amazing award.
Well, I started my first one in 2019 with 8 women, and God had given me the vision to honor women because we have everyday women who do extraordinary things, and they're not recognized, they're not honored. And so, what what stuck out to me was resilience. These women were resilient, and they had community impact. The women in that were honored in 2019. And so in doing that, it helps women to feel appreciated because we do so many things and we wear so many hats. We're mothers, we're social workers, we're teachers, we're doctors, we're nurses. We do everything, but we don't always save a piece of ourselves for ourselves. And so society always tries to tell us who's good and who's not and what good looks like. And so when that's what Good Girl
Mhm.
Project, you are a good girl because you're God's girl, not because of the standards of society, but because of the standards of God. And so it's honoring those God given talents, those women who are using their talents and using their adversity to overcome, be resilient, and give back in our communities. So that's how Good Girl Awards was birthed. And so it's been on hold for several years due to the COVID. And so
Yeah.
this year we're pushing through and we're doing 2022 Good Girl Awards. And it's a gala event. So it's a black tie affair. I'm very excited
Me
about
too.
that. It's Saturday, March 19th. We're on Eventbrite. Tickets are $60. And so I am honored to be able to give back to women in our community and young girls. And we're also going to be giving away a scholarship to a well deserving high school senior.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be so much fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't even keep I look, I'm trying to sit on my hands because I will be, how I get excited, my hands move around. So I'm sitting on my hands so I won't speak with my hands. But this is so well deserved. And you, my dear, you are so honored and I'm so amazed and proud of you for what you're doing. And it's such a needed award because we don't hear many women who are being praised for the acknowledgments for all that they do. And you're right, women are out here rocking it. They're doing everything, working to the ends and to the means and to their bones and still not being recognized. So I love the Good Girl Project. And I also love the Pearls of Wisdom. I really think that I wish we could incorporate that more. We need that more because so many women are just still through COVID has gone through so much. And though we're now starting to come on the other side of COVID, they're still stuck and they need those pearls of wisdom to help them move over to that other side, cross over. So say for instance, we do have a woman, they're like, man, I wish I had some pearls of wisdom. What kind of wisdom can you give someone who is just sitting there looking for something?
Well, first we have to listen to their story and listen from the heart, not and so because and don't listen from the perspective to be a fixer. Listen from the perspective to be a supporter, to champion that individual, to help them to overcome those barriers. So you have to listen with
Mhm.
intention and how I could support, how I could build up. Not being a fixer, not being someone that helps promote codependency, but co- that promotes self-efficacy. I'm trying to say the word, but being self-efficient. So those are things that I think, and we all need one another. And so
Yeah.
when you have this platform that you have, you are giving pearls of wisdom every Wednesday
Well, thank
through the
you.
work that you do. We all give wisdom. We all give pearls of wisdom in some capacity. So, and that's how we leave our legacy and our stamp and our imprint in the earth.
So true. I so agree with you. And we need it. We need more women out here that are leaving that imprint so everyone can see what we've done and leaving that legacy. And it needs to be understood because I feel that when I talk to women, I'm always like, yeah, I'm out here trying to leave I'm working on not trying, but I'm working on leaving a legacy. And a lot of women are like, leaving a legacy. I can't even get past the day-to-day stuff, let alone talking about a legacy. So we as women that are doing it, showing how to go after what's next to create that legacy is a powerful tool. So I can't wait for those of you who are watching us to come out to the Good Girl Award, because it's going to be amazing, because there are women out there that are doing it. They're really doing it no matter what. I mean, we all are facing obstacles. We've all faced it. No, especially COVID. COVID has shown us all the obstacles that we're going to face, but it also taught us, how are you going to get past it? How are you going to pivot? So if you're looking for some major support, some major encouragement, you have to join us. Yes, I will be there. So if that's going to help you get to come into the event, yes, I will be there. I'm here to invite you to join us at the Good Girl Project and see the Good Girl Award. I apologize. And come out here, dress up. That's what I'm really excited about, is dressing up and meeting the women out here that are really rocking it, and getting me some encouragement, and getting me some learning from everybody else, and just going around and just going arm in arm, and knowing that we're out here doing it. It's just going to be so amazing. I can't believe we're almost halfway through the show already. It's gone so quick. It's just going so
Very.
very quickly. But before I give you a break, what can you tell people how they can connect to you as well as to the Good Girl Project?
You can connect to me at www.goodgirl.org. And you can reach out to me also. I have a Good Girl page on Instagram, and I also am on Facebook as Beverly Robinson. I also wanted to promote the event. I want to tell you that we have an amazing keynote speaker who is Shalitha Sanders, and we have an amazing mistress of ceremony, Rita Fuller, and we have some other exciting surprises. And Pam will be there, so you get to meet her in person.
So you guys, no reason why you can't come out for a night of event. So I'm gonna let you. I know we've been talking so much for 15 minutes, and everyone normally when I give give a guest a break, they're like, okay, good, I can breathe for a moment. So I'm gonna give you a moment to breathe, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little something personal. But everybody, I thought this was a perfect time to do a break. So our second half of the show is sponsored by MAPS Global Event. So they had asked, are you good? Are you doing good things, having a good life, but are ready to take things to the higher level? Want to step your life up, but find it hard to make the changes needed to shine in your brightest light? MAPS Global Events organization is on a mission to give you access to some of the most powerful resources and amazing experts from around the world. They will teach you the fast track to break through barriers, achieve peak mental performance, and enjoy a positive perspective life. This is a no cost to you. Visit MAPS, they spell it M.A.P.S, global events, and register for a free membership and free access to the event. And again, you can find that at mapsglobalevents.com. So this half of the show is sponsored by mapsglobalevents.com. So those of you, if you're late, if you're just now joining us, you can catch the replay later. But I first want you all to know my powerhouse guest for today is Miss Beverly Robinson, and she is actually, yes, you've seen her before, but this time she's out here doing her amazing project that I need for all of you. We're asking for all your support and their support, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we'll drop it on the link how you can gain access to the tickets. I will have the flyer, so you'll be seeing the flyer up until the show. And you will also have her contact information, or how you can be in contact with her if you're needing to ask her any questions from here. But Beverly, let's do a little flip as we go through. As you know, we always stop at the middle of the show, and we're always doing the book on the shelf. And so I'm always I get asked every week, why do I do a book on the shelf? And here's why. I believe in order for us to empower ourselves to our what's next, whatever it may be, I feel we need to expand our mind. And one way to expand our mind is through books. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't physically read the book, but I do sometimes have the paper books, but I do the audible books. But no matter how you do it, I feel that empowering your mind is to allow you to get you to the what's next. For that being said, Beverly, do you have a book on the shelf you like to talk about?
Yes, I am reading The Deepest Well: Healing Long-Term Effects of Childhood Adversity.
Ooh, is it good?
It's a very good book. Yes, very good book.
Love,
It's helping me. And it's
love it.
Dr. Nadine Burke Harris. She's an African American doctor.
Perfect. I will drop it in the feed. I will get it. Listen, you guys, I will get it how you can get that book, and I will definitely drop it in the feed who her book on the shelf is. Now you all know I'm always about doing a book on the shelf. So I my book on the shelf is Black Girl in Love, and it's all about self-empowerment. And actually this was one of the Oprah on Oprah's list. So I listen to everybody and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and let's take a stab at it. This book is all about self-healing and doing some self-healing, doing some self-reflection, and it was really good. And actually this is my I just bought the book Friday, and this is already my second time listening to the book, so it's really good. And again, it's all about self-healing, and I do believe in these two books. Actually, they actually are great to add to your library, because I believe the only way you can get to your what's next on the other side is doing some self-healing in our doing some inner self-healing. So I think it's so important, though I'm not enforcing it. I just want to let you all know these are recommendations and these are what we're doing, but I'm all about empowering yourself. So Beverly, what is your win for this week?
Let's see. My win for this week is being invited on your podcast.
Let me tell you my win. Hold on, guys.
Mhm.
Okay, let me tell you my win. My win is actually Miss Beverly is my image consultant, you guys, my fashion consultant. Now, if you notice, you guys, normally I'm wearing the white shirt that says blessed or something else. Well, my coach told me my image coach told me I had to get rid of it. And it was first, and I'm gonna say this, you guys, it was a little, I was cool with the letting it go because I'm moving on to the next chapter of my life. However, when I go pick up the clothes for the day, I was like, I threw away my shirt. What am I gonna wear? I promise you, I was looking for the shirt. I was like, ooh, we can't do the shirt. But the reason why I'm telling you this story, it is hard. It is a difficult challenge to move on to your what's next. And I want you to understand that I have this amazing woman who is my coach and my cheerleader and my supporter, knowing that I can get to the what's next with the tribe. And the moral of the story is no matter the challenges that you face, long as you have the amazing tribe sitting at your table and the table that you're creating, you can get through any and everything. I have amazing women, just as Beverly, that if I need anything, I have thousands of them behind me. I want you to know if you're looking for support such as that, drop it in the feed and say, Pam, I need support. And if I can't help you to your destiny or your journey, I have Beverly, I have Bueno, I have so many thousand women that can help you get there. So please note that, because I don't want no one or anyone to use what's next, my what ifs, I can't holding you back when I have thousands of women. You have a tribe here that's here, and we hold the no judgment. So you can't even say that your obstacle is faced with that. So I want you all to know if you're looking for support or you're needing support on getting you to your what's next, drop it in the feed. I will definitely connect and ask, where you're wanting to move to your what's next, or how you want to move to your what's next, and I will connect you to the woman that can get you to your what's next. So know that and know that well. Stephanie Styles says, "Hey ladies, hello Stephanie. Thank you
Hello,
for
Stephanie.
joining." So absolutely. So that was my win. I had to tell you though, yeah, my coach was like, "Yep, throw it away." And I was so good. I put it in the bag like she told me, you guys. I mean, I put it in the bag last night. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it to someone who can use it. And then today, like right before the show, I was like, oh wow, we don't have that. And so just note that everything can be replaced, and know that it may be a little tackle, a little struggle, but knowing that you have support, you can do it. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. You see, we're all doing it together. So, real quick, Beverly, as we drop, this time has gone by so fast. That's amazing. So, with that being said, as we're getting ready to shut it down, few questions I want to still ask you. Say we're having a woman sitting at her office desk and she's looking to figure out, well, I don't even know what my what's next is. What do you suggest to them?
For her to brainstorm, spend some time alone with herself first and figure and take some time. I'm not sure if she's spiritual, but she can pray and meditate and get some she needs to do some self inventory so she can find out what she likes and what she doesn't like, and she can that'll help get her closer to finding out what next is.
Love it. I love it. And so, as we're getting ready to close this down, what would you like to leave our audience and our followers and listeners with?
Everybody has a light in within them.
Mm,
Always show the light. No
I
matter how dark your life could be, show the light. The light is in all of us.
Oh my goodness, that's powerful. Well, I want to thank you for joining us. Those of you who wanting to find out more about the Good Girl Award, I will drop it in the feed. I will also drop the link. Also, if you want to know how to even get connected to Beverly, to even see how you can help her to make this event, it's beyond what I can't even tell you how excited I am. I will
Mhm.
drop it in the feed so you how can connect to her. But I also want to let you all know, if no one has not told you today, you guys rock and you're amazing. And know that you only have one life to live, and live it to your fullest, not to somebody else's. We all have these I have a dream type of things, but we don't do it because of the fear of facing fear. Don't let fear hold you back. Conquer it, face it. And as Beverly said, you have a light inside of you. Let it shine. Until next week, when I have another amazing powerhouse. If you have any questions, drop it in the feed. And oh yeah, I see you guys out there, because I see everyone with the thumbs ups and the eyes looking at us. What's your win for this week? You heard our win. We want to hear your win. I'll still shout you out. I know you all are doing some amazing work. As you hear Beverly, what she's doing, I want to hear what your work is doing. So until next week, you all take care of yourself. Oh, you guys, mask up until we figure this whole thing out, or whatever we're doing. I know we're coming out of it, but whatever we're doing, let's figure it out and move on. Until next week, everyone, take care of yourself and see you later. Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye. Have a great evening.